Now to Daniel Littman. He is a White House and Washington reporter for Politico. Thanks for being with us. So now that he's finally thrown his hat into the ring, what can we expect then from Mr. DeSantis?
So he clearly has the backing of a lot of the Republican establishment, which wants to move on from Trump. His super PAC has a plan to spend $200 million in the key early states to try to get DeSantis back ahead of Trump in the polls. They're focusing on Iowa and New Hampshire. They're going to try to reach lots of voters many times. In Iowa's case, 5 times. They want to get every single voter to be door knocked. And in New Hampshire, 4, and South Carolina as well. And so he is basically bringing a message of, I am going to have the Trump policies without the chaos like we saw in the Trump White House.
And as Andy mentioned there, he's known as kind of the anti-woke candidate, the one who's going to lead the culture wars, so to speak. And that might play well with the GOP base. But what about the moderate voters and swing voters? If he were to win the nomination, how's that going to play out on the national stage?
It's definitely going to be an uphill battle because he is much younger than Biden. And so there's definitely a serious age contrast. He is only 44 years old. Biden turned 80 last November. And so I think he'll worry about that later. Right now, he has to win this nomination. And so he has to do everything he can to appear as conservative as possible. That's why he's delayed entering this race until mid-May. He could have entered 5 months ago, but he wanted to rack up some conservative policy victories in the Florida legislature.
And I know Americans make a big thing of the whole likability factor. That's one of the knocks against him is he's not seen as somebody who has a sort of natural likability with voters out there on the campaign trail. Is that something that might hurt him?
Yeah, definitely. If Americans want someone, if they're going to be in their TV screens and online for 4 years, they want someone that they can trust and that they feel like understand their problems. And so a politician who is remote, who is out of touch, that is a career killer. And so Trump has more of that common touch, even though he is a billionaire. And DeSantis is seen as a little bit robotic. And so he needs to become a better retail politician. But I think Republicans are hoping, the people who support DeSantis, that all of the campaign events they'll do in the next few months will make him a better politician. But it's definitely one of the challenges he's trying to address and fix his personality, basically.
Indeed. We will wait to see how all of this does play out over the next few months. Should be fascinating. Daniel Littman, thanks for being with us.